Chris asks, if you could, what advice would you give yourself in high school?
You know, the thing that I've answered a lot on this is like I'd hook up with more chicks. You know, I've talked a lot about that, India.
Let's move past it. No.
Let's move past that.
What else?
You know, look, I mean, it's the advice that I give you guys now as an old 40-year-old, right? Which is like, I wish I was a little bit more patient because I was so hungry to prove to the world that I was a winner because I was such a loser in school that I just worked every minute. I didn't, you know, go to an extra keg party. I didn't, you know, like spend an extra, go away on the weekend and just do something different. Like, I punted everything. It just went completely and utterly into, I'm gonna build businesses, this is who I am. And so, you know, maybe I would have gone on the ski trips so I can be good at skiing now and into it. Like maybe like I would have done, maybe I would have rounded out some stuff. But the truth is, in a weird way, in the same way that I just talked to you about the last question, I don't know, like it's all so good. I'd probably, like if I could speak to my high school self, is that the way it's?
Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be.
Like if my high school self was sitting here, I'd be like, hey man. Good news. It's gonna go well. It wasn't even better. I liked it then too. I was antsy and I wanted to like f everyone, like, and I'm still a little bit like that. But I was super happy. Like I wasn't like some outcast. Like my teachers and my friends' parents thought I was a loser, but all my friends loved me. So let's call it what it is. When you're 15, you don't give a shit about teachers and parents. You want your homies to think you're cool. So I was super happy. It was just that I had a chip on my shoulder because I'm like, I'm gonna be all-time great. I really believe this. I really believe it's the same way that Harrison Ford about his acting, or LeBron about his basketball, or some music, Whitney Houston about her singing. Like I really think young Whitney Houston in 5th grade is sitting there and saying, because she's killing it at church, she's saying, nobody knows how great I'm really gonna be. Like I literally felt that. I'm like, I can't wait for them to all really know. So there was a little bit of like I can't wait to have my coming out party. I was antsy for the coming out party. But I'd probably say like, hey man, it's all gonna work out great. And like just do everything you think you wanna do. Like just follow your instincts, it's gonna be good.
Have you gone to any high school reunions?
No, I haven't gone to high school reunions, but I've talked to a lot of people on Facebook and different places in my high school, and like, it's interesting. You know, I wasn't outwardly like running through the halls and telling everybody that I was gonna be, you know, like I think the one thing that's felt really nice is like a lot of people have sent me emails like, it's so nice to see you doing well. You were really nice in high school. Like that makes me feel nice. The thing that I think a lot of people are starting to realize on GaryVee, that I'm just a nice guy too. Because I'm actually quite competitive and confrontational on Askgaryvee, on stage. Like most of the stuff people have consumed from me on Wine Library TV, I'm panning stuff, ironically is me in my competitive zone. When I'm not in business or on basketball court, I'm actually kind of completely the other way. And I think that that was nice. Like that's been I don't remember being, like I forget that people are just mean in high school. And I was so self-confident that I never got dragged down to do that.